Welcome to Games World. Tonight is cheat night, so please enter the Peep Parlour. Hello, darlings, and welcome to my Peep Parlour for another hearty helping of video game tips and advice. To start with, my experts are going to answer some of your questions, so please come forward and let it all hang out.
Thanks for the level select cheat on Sonic 2 last time. Are there any other cheats on the game?
You won't believe this. Back to the level select I told you about last week. Okay, there's a sound test here too. Play tracks 4, 1, 2, and 6. Okay, now select your level and collect 50 rings. And crazy, you're supersonic. Okay.
Thanks again.
My favourite game for the Mega Drive is Super Hang-On, but I'm not very good at it. Please could you help me?
Of course I can, sweetheart. You can slow down the time by holding down A and keep holding as you press start on the title screen. Then the clock will run slowly throughout the level, and that should give you all the time you need.
Thanks.
I can't find the walk whistle on World 1 for Super Mario 3. Can you help me, please?
Go through World 1, Level 3, until you get to the white block. Squat on this for 5 seconds and you'll fall behind the scenery. Now, walk to the end of the level and you'll be taken to the warp whistle, which, and here's the catch, you can use to get to any of the first 4 worlds. Smash in!
Thanks.
How do I activate the cheat mode that makes Chuck Rock fly on the Amiga?
Unga Bunga. Oh, I love that game. That Chuck Rock is really a card, isn't he? Anyway, this is the cheat. On the title screen, when the band are playing their old instruments, type Estrano. Don't ask me why. That's ESTRANO to activate the cheat mode. And then, when you're playing the game, press Shift to fly. Okay, enjoy yourself.
Thanks a lot.
I can't get very far in Snake Rattle and Roll on my NES. Is there a warp or something?
All right, come on, steady on. You found me out. There is. Now, this is it. As soon as you come out of the door, whiz right through the level and jump on the rocket. And blimey, you'll be warped straight to level 8. Smashing!
Thanks.
Now, it's time for a Videator Masterclass, when one of Games World's champion players takes us through a game of their choice. For the first one tonight, Big Boy Barry is going to impart some of his vast knowledge on Star Fox. Take it away, Big Boy.
Evening, ladies and gents, this is Big Boy Barry here. This time to give you some tips for Nintendo's hot new shooter, Star Fox. First off, this game is incredibly difficult, one of the hardest that's around. That's why they're asking me, Big Boy Barry, to tell you how to do it. On level 1, for goodness sake, be careful of the blue towers. Shoot them by all means to gain extra bonus points, but as soon as they start to fall blank away, you're one dead fox. Watch out for the rather large mothership at the end of the level. Blast the flashing parts first, but watch out as they fly towards you. Then just shoot, shoot, shoot until this mama's dead. Before you know it, we're on to the asteroid belt. After a deceptively easy start, the asteroids start coming towards you, thick and fast. Careful of the gold guns. Shoot them fast to get rid of the excess asteroids around them. The second end level boss is really tough. Shoot the flashing centre in the middle, but don't bother with any of the other parts, as they're not going to help you. Just shoot for the middle, and once again, this end level guardian, bite the dust. Next we're on to level 3, and into the Space Armada. Shoot the flashing antennas of the big green-grey ships to get rid of these walking disasters. Now we're on to the second spaceship. Start by going up, then push down, and then once again stand vertical. Push down and down again. Then it's time to shoot the target. After some asteroids, we're up to the third vehicle. The third vehicle goes like this. Simple enough. Up, down, up again, down, but this time keep low. Shoot the doors to open, then you'll be alright. Now we're on to the final ship. Stay down and then stay up as high as possible. Then go down and zigzag up and down through the passages. Sooner or later you'll come across some doors with arrows. Fly in the opposite direction of the arrows and you'll be fine. Next you'll find yourself going through a windy tunnel to the final confrontation. Shoot the ships that are going around the revolving room. And then shoot the core to get to the mothership. I'm Big Boy Barry, and that's certainly all you're going to get out of me for Star Fox for one night. Excuse me a minute, would you? Yeah, hi, Games Mistress. Okay, dear, get the champagne ready. I'll make sure you get rid of Madame Pixel, would you? Yeah, we don't want her ruining our evening. Alright, see you later, babe.
Oh, he's such an exuberant character, that big boy. It's all very well giving you tips and advice on games, but sometimes we like to actually put your game-playing skills to the test as well. Here's this week's challenge.
I'm Darren.
I'm Joe. I'm Chris. We're all mates, and together we're going to crack any challenge you throw at us.
The game I've chosen is Batman Returns on the SNES. It hasn't been released yet, so I know for sure they won't have played it. They have to get through the first level sight unseen with only 3 lives, as they're so cocky. Put it on the mania setting. Who's up first then? Oh, little Joey. The first thing he needs to do is get used to the controls, but he's lost a lot of energy in the process. But he seems to be getting the hang of things now. That biker seems to be giving him a few problems. Bit too quick for him, if you ask me. Time for the bat rope, I think. Yes, that's disposed of him. But just as Joey rids himself of one problem, up pop another 3. That's the idea. Take up those ruffians while you have the chance. But don't forget about that coward little man with the bazooka. He'll be back later on, I'm sure. Well, I hope he didn't think that my challenge was going to be a piece of cake, because it most certainly is not, young man. There you go. I warned you about that bazooka bloke. Next up, Darren. Well, after watching Joey, seems to think swinging on bat rope is the best tactic, and quite effective it is too, but it does wear out after a while. And worn out it has. He's just going to have to resort to his trusty fists from now on. He's not looking so confident anymore. One more hit from those villains and it's going to be the end of him. Oh, my, what a stupid place to lose your last bit of energy. Oh well, last but not least, it's Chris's turn to step into the shoes of Gotham's Dark Knight. He knows he's near the end of the level, but this is where he'll meet the toughest of his dastardly foes. Those drop kicks are quite powerful, but leave you open to attack as he's just discovered. Oh, look at those muscles bulge as he throws them about the screen. But here comes the real test for Chris. It's just him and the last 2 bikers left to fight it out. But he's just remembered that he's got some tricks up his sleeve, as well as a handy smart bomb. And with that activated, Chris has completed the challenge. Well done.
At first in Batman Returns, I had to figure out what all the buttons did. And when I finally did figure them out, I got quite far in the game, until the Torchman came along and torched me and killed me, and then it was left up to Darren and Chris.
Well, while Joey was playing, I watched him and found out most of the moves, so I found it quite easy until I got to the bazooka men. But then they just killed me because there were so many of them.
By that time we were nearly through the level and I knew what I was doing, but they started coming on like a relentless onslaught and I just had to use the test tube as a last resort.
Well done, my cocky young bat friend. You've completed the challenge sight unseen. Help yourself to a game of your choice from my parlour. Before the break, we've just got time to slip in a quick tete-a-tete with the game's mistress. So, who's the next lucky customer? The question.
I'm having a little trouble with mission 3 of Desert Strike, Games Mistress. Can you help me out, please?
Right, start the game. Fly over the sea as much as you can, as it won't use any fuel at all. When you are over land, a good technique to learn is the jink. Hold down button A and press the joypad. You will move around without rotating. Brilliant for destroying any moving targets. For targets of the stationary kind, just use your machine gun. You might be an impatient little boy, but wasting your missiles on buildings is silly. It's not big, and it's not clever. Now, here's a neat trick. When you're being attacked, hide behind the building. There, he's actually destroying it for you. When you're collecting passengers, make sure you keep one on board. Then, if you need to restore your armor, you can land at the base. There's actually an extra life hidden in the sand dunes at the bottom right of the map. Go down to the trench-like border and up a bit. There will be a ring of 5 dunes, heavily guarded, so be careful. Each has something hidden in it. Fuel, an ICBM missile, and so on. Be careful. The extra life is in the 11 o'clock dune. It's guarded by a mortar-wielding soldier, so don't blow up the extra life when you kill him. That's it. Now, beat those evil terrorists. Bag a few for your games, mistress. Class dismissed.
Oh yeah, it's great. Thanks, Mistress.
Time for a break now. Afterwards, I'll be taking plenty more of your queries. Don't go away. The Peep Parlour. My experts are eagerly awaiting more of your questions, so please, fire away.
I can't seem to get past the witch on Super Mario Land 2. Is there an easy way to get past?
Now, when the witch materialises, one of the 3 pots at the bottom of the screen starts to wobble. Now, don't stand on it, because you'll be flung into the air. Watch for the witch materialising. Just before she fully appears, a faint outline will be visible. Now, this allows you to position yourself earlier to jump on the evil one, and, unbelievable, she's sent to hell. Okay?
Thanks.
I always seem to end up naked when I finish my game on Daily Sport Cover Girl Poker. Is there any way I can win, even though I'm useless at cards?
Saucy monkey. Enter your name as Blue. Okay, you with me? Now, when you start to play the game, you'll see that the girls will disrobe whether you win or lose. You can zoom in on them using keys 1 to 8. You nasty little man.
Thanks.
Can you help me finish Toddlers on the Amiga?
The final level code is Tweaky. And there you are. You're right at the last level. And the enjoyment you'd have had from playing the game is over. Then again, it's your 40 quid down the bottom. Alright?
Thank you.
Now, it's time for my favourite part of the show, what I like to call the Hall of Fame. This is where we pay tribute to outstanding game-playing performances. Take a peek at this. This week we'll be showing you a record-breaking achievement on Super Mario World. Matt Ullman from Portsmouth can beat the game in 10.5 minutes. Don't believe me? Then get a load of this. Right, lovies, make your way through the Yoshi Island levels, arriving at the first castle and the despicable Iggy. When you've found him, quickly jump on his head until he falls off the platform into the lava, allowing you to move on to the next levels. Now, this is where you need to know the game's secret routes if you want to beat the game in 10 minutes 30 seconds. Make your way up to Donut Plains 1 and enter the level. Find yourself a magic cape and fly onto the otherwise inaccessible platform close to the goalpost, and then leave through the secret exit. You will now be able to enter Donut Secret 1 in the middle of the lake. Pick up the power block present in this level and take it to the keyhole a little further on. Now, jump on top of it to turn the blocks into coins, enabling you to collect the key from inside the mystery block and go through the keyhole. The next port of call is the scary ghost house. There's quite a few exits in here, but the one we want is at the top of the hidden vine. Make your way up this quickly as the platform below doesn't last forever, and enter the door to the far right. In here, simply throw 3 blocks onto the big ghost to complete the ghost house. Now, you need to make your way through each of the keyholes in the Star World levels to reach Bowser in record time. For those of you who don't know the whereabouts of these extra special exits, here's where you can find them. In the 3rd Star World, you'll need to get in the cloud to get the key and reach the exit. While in the 4th, you'll need to get on Yoshi and eat a blue turtle to reach the keyhole underneath the platform of grey blocks. You'll also need to be equipped with a cape to unleash the key from the mystery block, enabling you to leave the level. Well, here you are at Star World 5 and just a few steps away from Bowser himself. It's quickest to use doors 2 and 5 to reach the level containing the evil Bowser, but once there, you should finish him off in no time and save Daisy in record time. Well, I must admit to being somewhat impressed by Matt's talents, but can his time be beaten? If you've got what it takes or have a record-breaking time, let me know at this address, as I do enjoy competitive young males. Let's have our second Videator masterclass now. Radian Automatic is going to give us the lowdown on Echo.
Echo is one of the harder games that's been released recently on the Mega Drive, and as such it's a prime target for a masterclass. Now there are a lot of easier ways to get around it, a lot of stupid mistakes are made quite early on in the game. If you're stuck on the first level, then you really should just give up playing games, because you can't really be all that good. But it's pretty easy if you don't know how. All you've got to do is go to the right of the screen and jump up as high as you possibly can into the air, and that starts the game proper. All the tornado shoots up and all your pods whipped away before your very eyes. Breathing's always an important thing to remember when you're playing Echo. That's quite important for the dolphin as well. Just my little joke. But always remember to memorise all the positions of the air pockets hidden around the level, because you'll always need to return to them time and time again throughout completing that level. On level 2 there's a rock wall that you'll need to demolish. All you have to do is go up and to the left and push the cone over diagonally down to the right to make the rocks disappear. Once you've done that, you're on your way to the octopus. Now some people find getting past the octopus at the end of level 2 really difficult, but it really isn't that hard. It's just a problem for some lesser games players. The technique is quite simple. All you have to do is position yourself closer to the octopus than to the plant, because the collision detection is very generous on that side, and then just move very slowly vertically up and past the octopus. There's not many people know that there's actually a hidden passage in the City of Forever level. To find it, all you've got to do is swim right immediately on entering the level. Swim right up to the top until in the upper right corner of the level you find a statue. Sonar the statue, then swim back down and to the right. I'm not going to tell you where the passage actually leads, you'll have to find that out for yourself. There are 5 more codes that can get you through to various stages of the game, starting from quite early on to right to the last level. Just enter these at the password screen to get yourself through to the level you want. This one is for the open ocean level, and that's BJUAMYAM. The second one is for level 10, the deep water level, and that's SADQOQLN. Third one is for the 15th level, Jurassic Beach, and that's DZMBUNLH. Fourth code is for the second part of the City of Forever level, and that's SNEJGPLH. And the final code is for the very last level, the final fight, and that is KECNLMLL. Well, there's the masterclass for Echo the Dolphin. Now, it's a very new game, so there aren't actually many cheats available, as you'll have noticed, but if you keep watching the series, then we'll bring you an update with some of them in.
He may not be Mr. Sex Appeal, but he knows his stuff, that's Radian Automatic. Right, That's enough tidbits from me. But before we go, the game's mistress is limbering up for another intimate counselling session. So, who's the next lucky young blighter with a problem?
I'm stuck on the macro zone in Mario Land 2. Can you show me how to get to last level?
The easiest way to get by is to use the secret passage hidden on the first level. Run through the level until you see a row of 5 question-marked blocks. Keep going. Yes. Put a foot wrong and it's a can behind, young man. So, is that gum? Give it to me. Now, go and get the firing weapon from a little later on in the level. Down there, across. Now get back. Back to the question-marked blocks. Jump when on the first 3 to make some invisible blocks appear above your head. Yes. There you go. Now, jump on these and blast away the blocks covering the pipe entrance to allow you in. Okay then. There you go. Walk right until you reach the door at the end. That's it. You've bypassed the difficult stages and are at the end of the final level of the zone. I hope you're grateful, as you jolly well should be.
Thank you, Games Mistress.
Well, I'm afraid that's just about all we've got time for in the Peep Parlour tonight. But before you go, here's the third part of our competition.
Good evening, the Games Messiah here again to give you the chance to win a heavenly Amiga 1200 computer and a year's supply of games. Once more, identify this mystery game and keep hold of it until next week when we will give you the 4th and last clue, along with a recap of the previous 3. I will also give you an address to send your answers to. So go forth and play with your joysticks, my children.
See you next week at the usual peeping hour. Ta-ra!